50,000. Okay. And do you have any insurance on your job, or you 80,000? Okay. So, got it. So let me ask you this, and you gotta ask this: what's the purpose of you having this policy? I mean, what did you want it to do? Why did you get the insurance? Just to be covered for my family. Now, he said just to be covered. What does that mean? Nothing. So now watch this question. What do you mean by covered? Sometimes I'll joke and say, that means that if you buy a life insurance policy, you won't die. I mean, it protects you from death. And I'm just playing this way. And I just kind of lighten the mood a little bit. But what do you mean by covered?
Whenever I die, my family is financially
be taken care of. That means what?
Nothing.
Y'all hear the answers? So when you say covered, taken care of, describe what kind of lifestyle are you saying? What would you want the money to do? How did you want them to live? Say that again? So you don't want to have any debt. You want to make sure that you can still pay for the house and things like that. Y'all see what I'm doing? Mm-hmm. So let me show you how I end the conversation. So are you saying that you would want the lifestyle to go up, or would you want the lifestyle to go down, or would you want it to at least remain the same?
Maintain the same.
At least remain the same, but not go down.
No.
Okay, that would be what you wouldn't want to happen.
Correct.
Is that about right? Okay. So now you have to quantify that answer. So how much do you think it would cost on a monthly basis? I mean, how much money would you need to come in every month to make sure the life doesn't go down? If he passes away, Selena, how much money per month would still need to come in so the lifestyle won't go down? $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month, $2,500 a month, $4,500 a month. Okay. So let's multiply that by 12 months to see how much money coming in every year. And I know all of y'all know my major was music, and I know you already got the calculator. So that's
5,400.
No, 54.
45
54,000. 54,000.
times 12 months.
54,000.
Y'all see, y'all ain't got to be smart to make 100,000. Did y'all hear that? So that's 54,000. So Selena, let me ask you this. Are y'all getting these questions?
Yes.
How many years do you feel if he passed away? How many years do you still need this money to continue to come in? Do you still need it until the house is paid, or maybe when the kid's out of college, or when you get ready to retire? 10, 15, 20? How many years does this money need to come in? 10 years. Okay? Okay, so if we multiply that, that's 540,000 that's going to come into the house as long as he's what? Living. That's not including raises. That's not including part-time jobs. That's not including cost of living adjustments. This is just if he only makes that over the next what? 10 years. Right, and I'm just using him as an example right now. I'm using one person as an example, and I normally use the man. Y'all with me?
Right.
Unless he ain't making no money, then I gotta use her. You see what I'm saying? So, Selena, let me ask you this, and Benet, I want you to help me with this. God forbid if something happens to you, will your job continue sending this $4,500? Like Mitch says, so that's not part of your benefits package? Why don't you try it and see? Don't go to work for the next couple of months, and let's see if they're gonna still pay you this. No, I'm just playing. Okay. So if that doesn't come in, Selena, what's gonna happen to the 54,000? I'm sorry, say again?
It's no longer there.
It's not gonna come in either, right? And then over the next 10 years, obviously. But that's 3 strikes. Unless you bowling, you okay. But I don't see no bowling balls. So that ain't coming in. But what will come into the house is the money from the insurance. 50,000. Sidebar. This is where you kill job insurance, but then you give it back. That's provided, Selena, that he passes away and the job doesn't change this, because the job owns this. That's provided he doesn't leave the job Because when you leave a job, what happens to the benefits?
Lose
They gone. So do you see how that's not really secure? So I don't know if y'all ever thought about getting some type of insurance outside of the job, but you might want to consider it. That's called planting a seed. I'm not selling it. I'm just planting a seed. Got it? Now I'm going to give them back the insurance. But Selena, let's say nothing happened. You had the insurance on the job. It worked exactly the way y'all got it. God forbid he passed away. You got the check for $50,000. A funeral's gonna cost about what, $5,000 or $10,000, right? Okay, let's just say $5,000. Hopefully Walmart will be selling the funerals, not just giving away the caskets. So now you got $45,000 left. So let me ask you this, Selena. How is this gonna replace that? Selena, what do you mean?
45 won't replace what was coming in every month.
Right. So Benet and Selena, what's going to happen to the lifestyle of
Increase drastically.
No, because I asked you. I said specifically. I said, what's the purpose of insurance? You said to take care of my family. You said you wanted to make sure they were protected and covered. Then you said you wanted to make sure the lifestyle don't what? You said you wanted it to remain the same, at least. But based on what they sold you, what's going to happen? How's that make you feel? Right. Y'all see the moment I'm at now? Mm-hmm. After you get that moment for a while and you tell a sad story, or you talk about GoFundMe, and you talk about that, right?
Right.
Then you blame the insurance industry. See, it's not your fault, Benet. You trying to do the right thing. You got the policy. You saying, man, I'm good. But the insurance industry sold you that. They're the ones that are the experts in the field. They're the ones that decided to come to your job and give you this, making you think you're good. But when you look at it, you see how that's going to devastate your family. Do you see it? That's why I want you to join us in business. See, it's things like that in terms of what we do here. Wouldn't you agree we all need to see that? To be able to do something different? After I do that, I end it by saying this. So let me ask you this, and I want you to be honest with me. If I could show you all how to get a policy, and you like it, and it makes sense in every way, and you can actually pay the cost, whatever the monthly cost is, you can actually pay that. Is there any reason you wouldn't get that policy for you and your family? My insurance is sold. I don't care what you do next. Now, if you don't want to do the wealth builder and the dime or whatever, you do whatever your coaches, your REPs say. But I'm telling you what I know. If you don't do that up front before you talk about the cost of insurance and all that kind of stuff, if you don't have some type of spill like that, I feel you're making it harder for yourself.
Right.
And RVPs, I just feel like it's our job to make sure we make it easier for our recruits to have success. And with that being said, I want to recognize the people